Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday. See if Katie Sue
I'm sitting
unmute
here on
herself.
mute. Look at me. Good
Your hair
morning,
is
beautifuls.
beautiful.
I turned my
All
camera
full of
on and I was
volume.
like, oh my God, I didn't even look in the mirror today yet. It's too early, you guys. Let me just say one thing. Those Thrive gummies, I love them. I barely woke up in time though. But here
I
we
love
are.
it.
So
I'm so glad
happy
you're
Friday,
resting.
you guys. I kind of hopped on and I heard Shannon, giving the spiel. But so if I repeat her, forgive me. But happy Friday. We're super excited to be on here. It's been like a month, I think, since we were able to host. But life has been so freaking crazy this past month. But we are so excited to get our morning started with you guys. If you haven't yet, send this out to all of your team. We are going to just get started with our gratitude. If you guys are brand new to this morning call, that's how we started every single morning. And with or without a Zoom, that's how Andrea and I start our mornings regardless. So we think it's super, super important to stay in that mindset of gratitude. And that's one of our biggest secrets in the business is just having that attitude of gratitude. So Andrea, what do you think about gratitude?
Honestly, it's changed my entire life. Like not just Thrive, not just my business. It literally has changed my aspect on life, and you really don't realize how big of an impact it plays on your life until you start like sitting down and thinking about what you're grateful for every day. Because when you start your day off with like the right mindset, it changes your entire day. Like literally changes your entire day. And then like when you make your brain start your day off like that, I think it's like in 30 days, you create that change in your brain. And so then you automatically start your day off with a positive attitude and with that gratitude. And it just sets the tone for the entire day. Um, I'm going to go ahead and say a couple things I'm grateful for. I am so grateful for these products, for this team, all of that. Like, I don't know how I would live life without it. It has become my life, and I do life with all of my people, my team. I am so grateful that it's Friday, and that I'm at home with my family. And let's see what else. I am thankful that we got snow, even though I don't like it. We got a little bit of moisture last night. So I'm grateful for that because I know that dry ass Southwest Kansas needs it.
My farmer hubby is happy. So that's what I kept saying too. We had basketball practice last night and I was like, oh, I hate this weather. And then I was like, no, thank you, God. Thank you, God.
Yes.
I had to switch my mindset. I had to get back into that gratitude mode. So that's just an example, you guys, of how easily our mind can slip and be ungrateful for something. And then like how I am able to catch myself in my tracks and I'm like, nope, not today, sister. Like, and I can flip it. And it's literally improved everything. Like, that's just like one of the fundamental blocks that has helped improve my life. And I know I've seen it improve everybody else's life too on my team. So I think it's super important. So if you are listening, go ahead and drop at least 3 things that you are grateful for this morning, or it could even be in the last 24 hours, because sometimes we wake up on the wrong side of the bed and we need to really think on it for the last 24 hours. So that's super important. I am grateful for this community. First and foremost, like every single day I wake up just thankful because I'm surrounded by the best, and I've really worked hard to make sure that my circle is the best. Like for me, you know what I mean? Like my people are my people. And I'm so grateful for that. It literally fuels my fire every single morning, just waking up knowing I get to work with these badasses. I am grateful for my healthy and happy family. My kids drive me nuts. They're on spring break, but I freaking love those guys. They're my world. And they are excited to go back to school on Monday, but they have had a good spring break at home too. And I am super grateful that it's almost time for Thrive Palooza. I woke up this morning so pumped because I'm like, oh my God, it's almost time. I'm just so excited to go to Texas. And my husband's coming this time with me. So I'm super grateful for that. Maricela says, our team, my family, my Thrive. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay, let's move right along to company and team news. What do we got going on there?
As far as I know, we got the March Mania, which is the rank advancement bonuses. So if you're not running after that, you still have half the freaking month. Like, let's freaking go and do this, because there's still time to run like crazy and either help your team rank up, because once you help your team rank up, that only helps you. And like, dude, you guys, gas is like $5 a gallon, and our company launched freaking bonuses. Like, this is huge. So
they really do help us. They seriously plan everything so strategically. I feel like in the world that we're in, when the world shut down, the pandemic, they literally gave us all the tools we needed to still be successful. And I really feel like that's when our team blew the heck up. And then this is no different. They literally are giving us tools so that we can make it through this crazy world. And I just love that. I'm so grateful for that. And 4Ks build the business, and you're going to hear that later on when we kind of go through the topic of the day. But that's where it's at, you guys. Andrea and I both started, and we went 4K by ourselves, basically. We were our own 4K. So I know it's possible. She knows it's possible. Our team knows it's possible, because we have helped girls achieve these rank bonuses last year when they were available. And we have a few of our girls running like crazy after them right now. So it's so important to get to 4K yourself, and then also get your team to 4K also. So, and then other than that, company news wise, I've already kind of mentioned it, but Thrive Palooza, you guys, that's a big deal. Get there, get your teams there. It's just so magical what happens when you get there and you're actually able to hug your people and love on your people and cry like a big old baby and just to do life together for the weekend. It's so magical. I freaking love it.
328 company training.
Probably Lavelle.
Probably like a Zoom
it's in the
call
back
or
office
something.
under company updates. It's some big training Zoom.
Awesome.
Oh, okay.
Stay tuned for that then. For sure. Their last call they did was freaking awesome. Yes. So definitely always look at your company updates in your back office, because I do that about once a week. I probably should do it more because I did not see that call yet, but definitely check there, because it's super important to just plug in, not only to your upline, but to all of Lavelle and the leaders that are on this amazing freaking, worldwide team. Learn from everybody, because everybody does something, a little bit different, but if you keep plugging in, you're going to find what works for you too. And you're going to be able to use that to your advantage. Okay, so I think we can just move on to the topic of the day. And you guys, I really was kind of shocked last night. I was talking to one of our new girls. She started this summer, actually. So she's been in for a few months. And I was kind of talking to her and telling her a part of my story. And she had no freaking idea. She had no idea. And that made me realize that I have not talked about my story, my transformation my journey enough. You know, if my new people on my team don't know who I am, then what the heck am I doing? You know, like they know Katie Sue as of today. They did not know Katie Sue as of 5 years ago. And that's huge. That, like, I feel like my people should know that. So today I kind of wanted to take it back and go over our stories and then kind of tie it in how we freaking slay Follow Up Friday every single Friday. So Andrea, I want you to go first, actually, and then just start from the beginning, be honest, be real, and bring the fire, boo. That's you. That's all you. You're magic.
Okay, so my story is like so weird because I did not start Thrive to try the 3 steps. I watched Katie Sue for years and she would hit me up and I would leave her on red because I was just one of those people who did not check my Facebook Messenger. Like I scrolled my Facebook, but I really wasn't into like messaging people on Facebook, wasn't worried about it. You know what I mean? So, I always seen her post, but I was like, I don't need to lose weight. And I don't know what that shit is that she's doing or that sticker that she's wearing is, but I don't need that. And I was living life like grumpy as hell, like waking up, being a total grouch every morning, like yelling at my kid. I was not a happy camper. So one day I seen this girl, Katie Sue, go live on Facebook and she was going live sharing her skincare journey. And she was like, this is for all the people out there who doesn't believe me. Look at my beautiful face. This stuff works. And I was like, what? Like, let me see that again. And I was like rewatching this video, like, maybe this stuff that she's using does work. And it was like the newest thing at the time. Like the Thrive skincare had just come out and she started using it. And like Katie Sue's skin transformation, if you have not seen it, holy freaking smokes, y'all. Like this skincare changed her whole face. And so like I've always had skincare issues and like acne problems. So I was like, okay, girl, like I hit her up this time. I was like, tell me about this skincare stuff. Like I need
I was like,
to try
oh,
this
okay, you
out.
finally want to try it, you punk.
So I started this skincare stuff and I think I did it for like a month or two. And then she talked me into trying a Thrive sample. And I was like, okay, dude, whatever. Like, send me this Thrive sample. I'm going to prove you wrong. Whatever this other crap is, it ain't going to work for me. And so I tried this sample from her and I did not tell her that it was working because I was like, I am not going to let her be right. Like, this stuff cannot actually work. Like, day one, I noticed a difference, but it wasn't like a significant difference. And I still had like a half a cup of coffee. So I was like, I don't think this stuff is really working. Like, there's no way it can be working, you know? It's got to be in my head. And I know that I've had customers or samplers like that too. So day two, I noticed a huge difference because I didn't need my coffee. And I don't think I told her anything until like that evening because I wasn't ready to tell her that she was right because I was on a mission to prove her wrong. So by the end of my sample on day three, I know I told her that I noticed the difference and that I did like it, but I wasn't ready to order yet because I'm the kind of person that didn't want to spend money on myself like that. So I was like, hit me up when you have a good deal and I will order. And so I think it was like during Christmas time, she hit me up because double triple fast starts was going. So she gave me the 3 months of Thrive for almost half off or whatever, you know. So I was like, okay, I'm game. And so she's like, well, this is going to upgrade your account to promoter and you have the option to make money with me. And I was like, oh, girl, that's not for me. I don't do that. I'm not going to promote this. Like, this order is just for the discount. And that's all I'm doing this for. Like, I will never promote this. So don't ask me, you know. Like I told her straight up, like, I'm not doing that crap. And she's like, okay, girl, whatever, yada yada yada. So I ordered my 400 pack and then I started Thriving. It had been like a month later in January and she kept posting about Thriving for free. And I was like, what? Like, what is this? Thriving for free. So I hit her up and I was like, bro, like, what is Thriving for free? So she told me about it. And so I was like, okay, well, what do I have to lose? I guess I could share this and promote this and earn my products for free. And pretty much from then on, the rest is history. But I literally swore this girl off from day one, you guys. So, like, literally, like, there's so many people that probably tell you no on a daily basis, like I did. But look where I'm at. Like, look where we are right now today. Like, I have hit 4K, I've hit 12K. I went on a trip to Cabo. Oh, Siri's trying to talk to me, you guys. Sorry.
I saw your watch going off. Like she was trying to figure out what you were talking about.
Like, there's so much that I have done, and so much in my life has changed since starting Thrive. And it's like, I would have never been here if I wouldn't have just given it a shot. And like, to this day, I still regret not starting sooner because it's helped me in so many aspects of my life. So, like, follow up Friday, literally, you have to follow up till the wheels fall off. Like, that's what me and Katie Sue do all the time. Like, I still have people who barely started ordering like last month, and I've been talking to them for 2 freaking years, you guys. Like, I literally mean fall up till the wheels fall off. You have to see how many no's you can get. Like, that has to be your goal. Sometimes, because people just are going to be ready when they're ready, and you have to be there when they are ready to do this with you, because they are going to try these products because they're your friend, and they're going to try this because they want to try it with you, not because every Joe, Bob, and Susie Q are doing it. Like, they're going to do it because they trust you. So you have to keep being there and being a good friend, like Katie Sue was to me, even though I was like, bro, get out of here.
You know how I finally got her to try a sample though, is because I was following up with the skincare. And she was driving. She was like, had this driving job. She was always exhausted. She was like, girl, I'm so sorry. I just got home. I've been driving all day. I'm so tired. And I'd be like, girl, you need Thrive. Stop your stubborn ass. You need Thrive. And so I would just, she would give me the opportunity to bring it up every single time I would follow up with her. And eventually she freaking buckled, because I out stubborn the best of them. And that's one of my superpowers. But I also attract some of the most stubborn people I've ever met in my life. My husband, Andrea, and several other of our girls on our team are super, super stubborn, but I'd like to think I'm the most stubborn. That's one of our tips for today, is out stubborn the stubborn. They need Thrive, so you just keep being you and thriving out loud until they finally decide they need it to.
Yes.
You have anything else to say? What about how this opportunity kind of helped you transition from that crazy driving job that you absolutely hated to preparing you for Chacho?
Well, I know that when I started doing this, I always wanted to be able to like stay at home with like my kids, or like, I don't know, like, the thing that I love about this opportunity is that anybody can do it. Like, you don't have to be a college graduate. You don't have to have a high school diploma. Like, you don't have to be anybody special. And coming from like my backstory, I was a teen mom and I never got to go to college, and I've worked like 2 jobs like my whole life to be able to afford life. So when this opportunity fell into my lap, or like came into my life, I decided that I wanted more for myself and my family, because like, how Katie Sue has like done this for her family and been able to make a living for herself, like, she gave me that spark of like belief that like I could do this for myself. And like, I've always wanted that for myself, and I've always wanted to be able to stay at home. So I literally busted ass, you guys. Like, I would be driving, and every time I stopped, I would be like texting people, like following up with people because I wanted to do more. Like, I wanted that extra money. Like, I wanted to be at home with my kids so bad because I missed out on so much. Sorry, I'm trying not to cry.
I saw your eyeballs. I'm like, oh God, she's about to cry.
So big to me. Like, I want to do more for my family. And I'm still at that point. Like, I still want more. And this has been like a dream to me because I've been able to do so much. Like, I've been able to stay home with my son, and he's 9 months old, and I've been able to breastfeed him, work from my phone, help other people. Like, I've been able to do so much. And I always wanted that. And I always wanted to go to all my daughter's games and her concerts and pick her up from school every day. And I've been able to do that. And I quit my job that I hated, you guys. I was so tired of working for people who did not appreciate me because I worked my freaking ass off. I did like multiple jobs at the job that I was at, and I didn't feel appreciated at all. And so that's why I worked like every nook and cranny of my day to work this side business so I could eventually be like, see ya, because I hated being there. Like, as much as I loved like what I did and like my customers and stuff like that, it was the corporate America that I didn't like. You know what I mean? So I really worked hard. And if you want that, if you want to be able to do more and work this business and, hit the millionaires club, be a 200K, whatever, like, you have to give yourself that 2 to 7-ish year plan, and work your freaking tail off every freaking day. Like, you can't give up on yourself. You can't quit on yourself. You can't compare yourself to others. You have to keep doing the freaking do every single day. And that's what it takes. Like, it doesn't take, working here and there and maybe I'll work today, maybe I won't work today. Like, you have to keep going. It is so important because that's what's going to propel you and keep your business moving forward is working every single day. And then, like, if you have people who are on your team who aren't working, that's okay. Like, you're going to find people who are going to work as hard as you do. Like, you're going to find that runner who's going to come in and run as hard as you do. And at the end of the day, like, you have to show up for yourself and freaking run and be the fire. And if you like can't seem to find that fire, you need to find inspiration from other people. Like, you need to jump on these calls and listen to other people's stories, or you need to, listen to your personal development every day. You need to find something that resonates with you. And I know that for me, plugging into these calls and learning from other people 2 to 3 times a week is freaking huge because, like, last night I was having kind of a rough day, but last night I plugged into the dream team call and it was straight fire, you guys. Like, if you were on that call, like, go listen to the replay because it was fire. And there's always something new that you can learn, like, from anybody, because everybody does things so differently, and you can learn all these new things and apply it to your business. And there's always something that you can be doing to change your business. Like, always, like, if you feel like you're stuck, there's like a list of 100 things that you could be doing to work your business. Like, every time I feel like, man, what am I doing wrong? I'm like, shit, I could be doing this. I could be doing this. I could be doing this. Like, there's all kinds of stuff in your back office. There's so many different things. Just like, I think at the end of January, I was telling Katie Sue, like, I feel like I'm stuck. I feel like there's something missing. Like, there's something that's I'm not doing. Like, I feel like, I don't know, like, I just couldn't find my rhythm. And then I hopped on this Saturday Zoom that Kaylee Kroup's team did with Crystal Simpson, and she brought the freaking fire. And I took everything that she did and I ran with it. Like I ran on fire with it. And my PPA has been a 10 for the last month and a half. Like I've been selling samples, enrolling new customers, getting people who made free accounts 2 years ago to finally order. Like I have just been running on fire with myself. Like I haven't even been expecting anybody else to do what I'm doing. I'm just showing up from the front and doing all the things, because at the end of the day, that's all you can do is show up for yourself.
And it wasn't anything new, I don't feel like. I feel like you just plugged in and got that reminder of like what you were doing at the beginning. And it helped you refocus and get intentional. And you just freaking have been killing it again. Like you've always killed it. But I feel like especially, you know, December, January, when we feel that, you know, downwards whatever cycle of this business, I feel like a lot of us can feel stuck. But it's helpful when we get reminded that we are the fire. Like we are the momentum. We set the tone for our own business and our teams as well. And I think another thing Andrea is really, really good at is digging deep and helping everybody in her downline. Like she may bring in all these people, and they may be perfectly fine with just thriving for free, or you know, not necessarily running, but they bring in somebody and they're runners. And Andrea is so good at just getting to know every single one of her people, because in her heart, she's just super focused on helping everybody achieve what she knows is possible in this company. And I think that's super special. And I just love your heart. I'm like still all choked up from like, you guys, that is something she said too, is if you feel stuck and you don't have the fire, you're not listening to enough stories. You're not listening to enough people tell you how Thrive has changed their life. Because I tell you what, I've heard Andrea's story so many times, and I will shut this call off and go cry in my bed because I'm so proud of her. Like I cannot, like, this is what fuels my fire. And so if you're sitting here thinking like, I just can't get my ass going, like, you need to go to YouTube and find some recordings and just listen to these stories and how it's changed everybody's life. Because you're sitting in your own world obsessing about how far you have to go or whatever it is that has you feeling stuck, and you're not focused on the real deal, how these products, how this opportunity changes lives. So I love that.
You have to get out of your own way big time. And I know even at the beginning, when I first started doing that, I had to get out of my own way and just like be excited, because that's what brings people in, is excitement. Like everybody wants the newest, most exciting thing. They're like, oh my gosh, what is she doing? Oh my gosh, what is that? Like people are freaking nosy, you guys. Like go live in your stories every single day. It does not have to be Thrive, but like people are going to watch your stories and see Thrive. I started going live in my stories with Thrive, without Thrive, and like your story views go up. You just have to be yourself and be confident, like not care what people are going to think about you. Like yesterday, my hair was like this big, and I was like, good morning, you guys. Welcome to my fro. Like, because like people relate to stuff like that. Like you just being your hot mess self, like literally. And then the rest just follows. Being excited about the products. Like if you like these new products, I'm so excited for them to come in. I'm going to go live. Like I'm so freaking pumped. Like I was thinking about everything that I did when I first came in, and I'm trying to implement all the things that I did when I first came in, going live, being myself, making my post relatable, like literally just talking like I'm talking to you guys, like being myself, because that's what people relate to. And that's what's gonna draw people into you and get them interested and have them in your inbox like, hey, what are you doing? You know? So
Yes, I love that. So it's been so long since I've told my story. I don't even know where to begin, but I guess kind of backstory history. Childhood wasn't the best. I have an alcoholic mother, and I have an addict as a father who's currently having some really bad health issues, heart problems. That's what we've been dealing with this last week. It's been kind of stressful and scary, but that is life as a child of an addict. It's scary, but what can you do? So because of all that, I moved, when my parents divorced, I moved to Kansas, and that's where I am now. When I was, I want to say like 12 or 13. And at that time I had witnessed it all: abuse, drugs, cheating, like all of it. And I was like the stability for my dad. Addiction is a mental illness, and I learned that from the get-go when I was 11 years old, consoling my dad through his divorce. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I ended up here. I met my husband super, super early, and I decided I was going to be an adult. I was like, peace out, Dad. I ran away. I moved in with my husband, who had 2 kids already. He was super young still too, teen dad. And quite soon after that, his baby passed away. And then that same month, we found out I was going to have my first baby, Gabby. So trauma bond immediately, right? So we went through all of that, had our baby, Gabby, and when she was a year old, we decided to separate because we were not doing well. He is an alcoholic, and I was still dealing with everything that I had went through in my childhood. So we separated, and that was kind of just like the beginning of the struggle. I mean, if you guys are familiar, being a single parent is hard. Being a single teen parent is the hardest ever. So as soon as my baby was like 6 weeks old, I left and I went to work. I started doing housekeeping at the care center. And then I quickly got into a CNA class and started working the floor. Then CMA, RNA, RA. I did all these classes, moved up, tried to get the best paying job possible. And I was still struggling, you guys. I was really still struggling. Like, I had to get a second job to waitress on the weekends. And then I found out I was pregnant again. You know, my husband and I were sharing my daughter every other weekend. So shit happened and I got pregnant again. And I think I still remember to this day thinking, like, what the hell are you doing bringing another kid into this freaking mess? Like, I was already working 40 plus hours a week and couldn't get assistance because they said I made too much money. So like, there was times where I couldn't even afford to feed my daughter. So I would have Iram bring her up to the care center where I worked so that she could eat at the cafeteria with me. And they would take it out of my check. And at least I wouldn't have to worry about my baby going hungry that night, but I would have to worry at the end of the week to make up that part of my check that they took out. So it was like always a continuous struggle, just trying to provide for, just trying to keep ourselves alive. So, and then shit got even more crazier. And we found out that, well, I had my son, and then that's when shit got even more crazier. We found out that our oldest daughter was taken from her biological mom and put into foster care. And so that's when my husband and I decided we were going to work together and try to bring her home. And at that point, we weren't even sure if we wanted to even be together yet or ever again. But we decided we were going to come together and be the parents that she deserved. Right. And then he got a new job and ended up moving out in the country to the farm where he worked and got this beautiful house. And at that point, our son was like a month old and he asked us to move in with him. So we moved out here. We fought together, got our daughter, but they gave my husband and the bio mom 50-50 custody. So at that point, it was like, it had already been like a 2-year custody battle between the state of Nebraska, the bio mom, all of that. And I was just freaking drained. I was literally so drained. We were broke. We were traveling like 8 hours to go see her every other weekend. We had an infant and a 4-year-old. And we were just struggling so bad. I was on maternity leave, just continuous struggle. You guys, that was my story for like a decade, I feel like. And then that's when network marketing first came into my life in 2015. I started with a different company. And right off the bat, because I had so much of a reason why, I earned bonuses that helped us obtain a lawyer, and we ended up being able to bring her home full time. We won residential custody, and that was amazing. That was incredible. Like, I felt so proud. My family was all together, but inside I was still so depleted. Like, my family was all finally under the same roof, but I was still so sad, like empty. That's how I would say it. I was empty. And it's because I put myself on the back burner for so long, just trying to provide for my family the way I didn't have when I was growing up. So that's when Thrive came into my life. I had seen these girls that kind of took me under their wing in the last company. They had decided to go a different way. And so I just decided to watch them, kind of, because I was super skeptical. Like, you know, I'm already doing this network marketing company. It did help my family at first, but then, you know, I kind of felt like I was spinning my wheels. The products, you know, weren't really doing much. And I thought I was going to be done with network marketing. I was like, that's it. I'm going to just go back to the care center or find a daycare job so I can keep my babies with me. I was done with network marketing, but I watched these girls post on Facebook for like a month, I would say. And then I finally reached out. Stacy Weissenberger is who I reached out to. And she was like, you just got to try this. You got to try this. And I was so skeptical because in the previous business, my upline had told me that sticker crap was like crack. She told me it was ridiculous. Like, there's no way a sticker could do that. And these people are crazy, and you're crazy if you want to leave and go try that. So I had that all in my brain, and I was so skeptical and scared. I was really scared because change is scary. If I'm like, I wouldn't say by nature an anxious person, but by childhood and life, I became an anxious person. And so change had, like, before, like, now I run to change like head on because I know what it does, you know. But before, I was freaking shaking in my boots, and I was like, I knew I needed something, and I knew they were posting, and whatever they were doing, they were like boy moms, and they were out with their kids and off the couch and smiling, and you could just see the glow in their face. Like, I wanted that. And So I finally accepted her 3-day sample. She sent me a sample in the mail, and I was like, all right, I'm going to try this. But I doubt it's going to work. And I'm going to tell you right now, I can't afford shit. I cannot afford anything. And she's like, just try it, Katie Sue. Just try it. So the first day, I remember being super skeptical and scared, but I took the jumper cables. I got my girls up for school, got them ready, got them dressed and on the bus. And the first difference I noticed was I didn't go back to bed after they left. I was in the kitchen already cleaning up the mess from breakfast and stuff like that. And that's when I was like, hold on, wait a minute. What the hell? Like, I'm in the kitchen by myself and I'm dancing and doing dishes. Like, nobody is here with me. I could be going to sleep. Like, I could be going back to bed, but I'm not. And I was just like, okay, this is a little different. And then that's when I remembered I was supposed to do a shake and put a patch on. And then I did all that. And you guys, I just freaking slayed that day. Like, this couch is where my ass stayed all damn day with my breastfeeding son. And I would just use that as an excuse before. I was just like, oh, I couldn't get anything done because this boy, he's like freaking attached to me. I can never get anything done. Blah, blah, blah. But I was like sitting on the couch, drinking a pot of coffee, watching Dr. Phil. And then he was on the floor, like rolling around playing, but as soon as my husband would come home, I'd snatch him up and like, pretend I was so busy. But that first day I got like all my chores done and my house was sparkling clean. And I was like so freaking pumped, but I was still like fearful. So the next day, again, I freaking slayed. I cleaned my husband's nasty ass shower that he comes home from work and is like cow poop and grease and stuff. Like, that used to be like a disaster zone. Like, caution tape should have probably been put up, but it was disgusting. So I scrubbed that from head to toe. And I remember snapping my husband, like, look at this freaking bathroom, like just going all over, showing him the inside of the toilet. Like, it was sparkling, you guys. And that I knew whatever was in this system was what I needed to get me back. Like, I felt like I lost myself a long, long time ago. And it just like brought life back to Katie Sue. I was more than just a selfless mom, hardworking housewife. I was Katie Sue again, and I was coming alive, and I felt it when I was dancing in the freaking kitchen. Like, who does that at 6 a.m.? A thriver. That's it. That's the only population of the world who dances in the kitchen at 6 a.m. Right. So day 3, I got back with Stacy and I was like, listen, I freaking love this. But like I said, I'm not going to be able to afford it. Like, there's no way. We have 2 lawyers we're trying to pay off right now. We can barely keep for groceries in the fridge between my husband's paychecks. There's no way I can spend that much money on a full month's worth. And she was like, listen, girl, you love this. You felt it working. Like, you can thrive for free. All you got to do is throw a post up and tag me. And that's what I did, you guys. And she was like, you throw a post up and tag me, and I'm going to help you talk to these people. And I know you don't have any products on hand, but we're going to sell them some minis, and you're going to use that money to get your first pack and yada, yada, yada. Like, she had a whole plan for me. She believed in me, and I just ran with her belief. And you guys, like, I wanted to just thrive for free, and I freaking surpassed that and more. And I blew my own damn mind, and it made me believe in myself. And I've been running every freaking since. I went VIP 800 in my first 2 weeks. I missed 1600 by just a freaking promoter pack. Oh, I still am like, raw, like, about that. But that didn't stop me. I just kept going because by then I had caught the vision. Like, I knew what I could do for myself and my family. And when I was feeling this amazing, when I felt that amazing, like, I couldn't wait to wake up and just share it. I couldn't wait to wake up and just thrive out loud. Like that's exactly what I was doing. I was freaking excited and just running with my head like on fire and just doing whatever Stacy was telling me to do. She was like, post this. Like I would tell her like, oh my God, I feel amazing. I just did this and this and this. And she was like, post that. Like she was just encouraging me the whole way. And then helped me like just keep running. So like I said, I went VIP 800, I went 4K in my first month, earned some bonuses. Like that was right around my middle baby's birthday. And I was able to pay for her birthday presents and her birthday cake in cash. And then right after that, you know, holidays followed. And it was the first time ever that I was excited about Christmas, because when you go from like struggling to keep food in your fridge to all of a sudden having this abundance, like this extra, like it wasn't even a big Christmas. Like my kids got maybe a few presents, but like just having like not to stress about it. I remember bawling my eyes out that Christmas. Like I had decorations on my freaking Christmas tree. That never happened. Like that was crazy. That was freaking crazy. And that was right at the beginning of my like starting my business. So after that, you know, I just kept running. I was a one-man show basically. I went 4K by myself, and then within my first year I went 12K. But that was during that was when they had double QV. So a month before, no, they had double QV, and my friend who's not even in this company anymore, she went 12K. And then I was like, dude, what are you doing? Yada, yada, yada. Like, I need help. Whatever you're doing, I need to do it too. And she literally just told me, like, I'm just being a good friend. I'm reaching out to people. I'm sending kind messages. I'm adding new people on my Facebook daily. And then I'm just connecting with them. Not even about Thrive. And like that right there changed my entire business. Like at the beginning, I was running with my head caught on fire. I was probably pretty spammy, considering the company I came from before. And then when she gave me that gold nugget, it literally changed my heart, changed my whole entire business and my focus. And I became focused more on how can I help others versus how can I help me? Because at that point in time, I had already helped myself. I had already helped my family get out of the hole. I was feeling amazing. And now I had to make the flip. I had to make the switch and share this with others and help them and help their families and help them feel amazing. And literally that's 100% the reason why I have the team I have now, because I focused more on just being a good friend. And Andrea and I go way back before network marketing, before my first company, before Thrive, because we met at the care center that I told you guys about. We worked at the care center together. She was a traveling CNA. So she just by chance walked into my care center, and we hung out in the parking lot one time for our lunch break, and we've been besties ever since then. But I still had to work on her, follow up with her, post for her. You know, they mentioned last night that, you know, make posts targeting one of your potentials. And that's something I've always done too. Like, I know we talked about this in our private PM. I know I've also struggled with that. So I'm going to go make a post about it. I'm going to be real, raw, and relatable. And that is what a good friend is. To be honest, like bottom line, like a real friend is going to be real honest with you. And that's another thing that's helped me build my business. But so fast forward, I was planting all these seeds, but I was a one-man show, like I said, 12K by myself. And I just kept praying. I kept telling Stacy, I kept telling Becky, like, I just need a Katie Sue. I just need my runner. And I would pray about it. I spoke it into existence. And I would plant these seeds, like especially during triple fast start. I am famous for this. I will let a customer upgrade for this special. And I plant that seed about promoting. And even if they tell me no, I'm still going to let them get that pack, but I'm still going to keep planting that seed. I'm still going to keep watering that seed. And so like I said, I earned 12K my first year, but I didn't maintain that till 2019. So imagine that. Like I came in at 2017. I didn't maintain 12K till 2019. And that's because I was trying to do things myself. I literally was. I was just trying to, I was like leading my sidelines because I had no downline at that time. I had nobody wanting to work. I had nobody wanting to even try to thrive for free. So I just was running. And I think at one point when I earned the leadership retreat to Pigeon Forge with Amanda Arnett, I don't even remember what my PPA was, but I literally had top PPA of the whole company. I wish they would have done rookie boards back then. Right? I would have won me some money. But you guys, over the last 4 years, the money I have made, it like outshines any freaking bonus. Like I don't care. Like I've been able to put food in my fridge for the last 4 years. I've given my kids the opportunities that I've always wanted, like gymnastics, dance, basketball. Like they tell me they want to try it. Let's go. Like I have my keys. Let's freaking go. Like that's the kind of mom I've always wanted to be. I wanted to give them all the opportunities to find themselves, to build, amazing little humans. And I've been here every step of the way because of this company and because of my extra income. So I don't give a shit about a bonus because I'm doing it. I'm doing real life here, and I've improved my life, and I've improved so many other lives. And when I think about that, when I think about Andrea's story, when I think about just everybody in my team and how they've been able to improve their lives or at least their health, that's what keeps me waking up every morning. That's what keeps me going every single day. I freaking love it. So 2020, though, that's when I feel like all my seeds sprouted. Finally, all these promoters who weren't promoters but got the packs, like that's when they decided to run. That's when they decided to blow the hell up. They at least wanted to thrive for free. And I was for it. We went, my husband's account went 12K in April. I went 40K in May. And we just exploded. We made a lot of 4Ks happen. We made a lot of 3 12Ks happen. And since then I've been able to maintain unless my husband is red-legging me. And that's a whole nother blessing in disguise because I'm going to run his account to 40K. And then that means I'm 80K. And just like Andrea said, it all starts with all these 4Ks and 12Ks underneath us and helping them change their lives the way we did in the beginning. So I kind of just rambled. I probably missed a few things, but
That's okay.
I think we are coming up at the top of the hour. Let me think.
What I wanted to say, what you were talking about, like when you enroll these people to buy promoter packs, like you literally plant the seed and then you teach them how to promote, even though they say they like don't want to, you know what I mean? Because they want to thrive for free. Or like you can do that same thing with your customers. Like that builds a whole nother, like you get this whole other network when you have people tag you in a post.
Yes. So, I mean, some leaders will tell you, don't pressure anybody into becoming a promoter until they're ready. But I feel like the way I do things is I give them an option. I lay it flat out and I tell them, especially during the double, triple fast starts, like my my loyal customers who order every single month, this helps them save so freaking much. So that's how I have had a lot of my customers who love to thrive upgrade to promoter, even if they weren't ready to promote, just because I want to help them save money. It's not about, oh, I make more off of customer orders. It's not about that. It's about me helping them save money in that point in time. But also I know I'm going to talk to them about promoting. And even if they say no, they're going to watch me. They're going to watch my post just like Andrea did. They're going to wonder what thriving for free is. They're going to get emails from Lavelle about promoting, about bonuses they can earn, about thriving for free. It's just, you just have to plant that seed. Like, you have no control over when that seed is going to grow, but I promise you it's going to grow, because there's no other company out here. And if you are talking about it the way you are supposed to be talking about this opportunity, your seeds are going to grow. These people who love Thrive are going to want to improve their financial situations or help others because they believe in this product so much, and they believe in you because they've been watching you this whole entire time. So you just have to believe in yourself and this opportunity and put it out there. And if you are networking correctly, if you're taking care of your people, if you are being a good friend, the seeds are you're going to have a freaking forest.
Yes, I agree with that 100%.
So you guys, let's just end this by saying, don't give up. Like, everybody's story is different. I've been in 4 years. I am 40K. And sometimes I feel like, I am not where I need to be. I'm not as far ahead as I should be. But then I think back and think of everything I've had to grow through to get to this point, all the lessons I've had to learn to get to this point. And I needed that, because now I can help my people go through the storm because I have that experience. And I know that when it's coming, my time to walk that stage for my 200K award is coming, and I'm going to have Andrea right next to me. I'm going to have my husband right next to me, because we're all going to blow up together. We're all going to go 200K together. And that's just how, fundamentally that's not a word. I can't say it. Say it, Andrea.
Fundamentally.
Yeah, that is how I've built my business. Like, we have just grown together. And right now we have this solid foundation of big-hearted badasses that are just coming after it all. So I'm super excited. That's half the reason why I'm excited for Palooza, because I have a team of badasses coming with me, and I know just how much it's Palooza has changed my life every year I've gone. It just is so magical. Wow. And if you can get to lifestyle getaways and bring your team to that too, or even just a local, you guys go somewhere where you're going to be surrounded by thrivers and
There's
try to come back, not to grow.
Event tomorrow, Erica. And we've been trying to do that too. Like, that's my goal this year, is to do more locals. So
yes, you guys,
goes awesome tomorrow, Erica.
Good luck, and good luck with Sunday brunch. That sounds exciting. Yes, we do team dinners every month, and I try to encourage the girls to bring somebody new every time, whether it's one of their new promoters. And then we go live too and share it on our profile so that everybody can see us together in the community that we have to offer. So good job. Proud to you guys. Go thrive out loud today. And follow up till the wheels fall off, because if they have liked a Thrive post, if they have reacted to a Thrive story, if they have asked you a question about Thrive, they need this. They maybe just don't think they can afford it right now, or something is keeping them stuck. And if you are a good friend to them, you'll be there when they're ready. So love y'all. I feel like my cup is full now, and I'm just going to go enroll 1,000 people. Okay. So
Let's do it.
y'all go do the same, and we will catch you. I think we're on next week too. So we'll see you guys soon. Love ya.
Happy